what have you made of your season so far this year?
Um, it's been up and down, I guess, from starting off good and getting hurt and then coming back and now kind of getting back into the groove of things.
Is there anything in particular you've been putting an emphasis on this year?
I'm just trying to get more consistent at the plate and behind the plate, catching and hitting. So I think that's just been the goal. Less strikeouts and being better throwing guys out and in general like that stuff.
Pardos?
Started off rough first couple days, but been on fire, right? In a 15-game hitting streak. Just what's clicked for you since those first couple days here? Just getting used to the level.
I just think I got my rhythm back after missing time. I mean, it's a little different going from rehab games to actual games, so I think it just took me a few games to really just find my footing here, and just haven't really looked back yet.
Do you notice a distinct difference in the talent level of the opposition, particularly the pitchers that you're facing on a daily basis compared to high A?
No. It's a lot of guys we faced last year, so just everyone's just kind of moving up at the same kind of rate, and to me it's nothing like really out of the ordinary. There's going to be guys who maybe figured out one or two things that make them a little better, but nothing's really surprised me to this point.
Mike? One of the top Yankees prospects over the past week. I'm sure that was kind of an interesting time with the trade deadline. What was it kind of like dealing with all the outside noise from all that?
I mean, there's nothing I can do about it, so I didn't have any anxiety going into that last week. I was just playing baseball and having fun doing that, so there's nothing I can really do about it, so no use in stressing about it.
Ryan, go ahead.
So I'm interested in this summer in the Volpe household. The minor league experience is usually this sort of lonely, hotels on the road, away from home. You guys are all in one family house. Describe that for me. What's that all been like?
Yeah, it's been great. It's home away from home, really. So getting to be at a house, really, when we're at home has been amazing. Their family's amazing. They've been great with us, everyone at the house. So it's really felt like my family. So it's been great just having that consistency to go back to.
The food? How's the food?
Amazing. The aunts and his mom just cook amazing food, so we eat well there.
Corey?
How's your relationship like with Volpe, just in terms of, on the field and also off the field?
Great. I mean, we push each other to be the best we can be on and off the field, really. So off days we're playing golf and being competitive, and here we're competitive as well, just really trying to get the most out of each other and just push each other to be great players on the field.
And in terms of just your play offensively, you've been killing obviously the hitting streak, but in terms of you as a catcher, what do you feel like you've been, in terms of the jump you've made in that aspect? Like, what do you feel has been the jump you've made in terms of that?
And catching?
And just catching, yeah.
I mean, I just feel like I've gotten more comfortable the more games that I catch. My receiving's been pretty good this year. I've just been on like an upward trajectory with that, and throwing more guys out this year than last year already. So just looking to make more progress in all those areas. So I think I'm happy with the progress and wanting to continue to get better at that every day.
Mike Cohn?
Just to piggyback off the point about catching, I know a couple weeks ago when we last spoke to you, you talked about getting in rhythm with your pitchers. How do you feel now you've been here for a couple of weeks? How do you feel your rhythm with the pitchers has been so far, from guys who are starting to guys who are in the bullpen?
I think we've had a great rapport, just going back and forth, guys coming in, guys coming out. So just having that relationship with them has been really great. The adjustments that we've made with each other have been solid. So I think both sides have been happy with where it's gone in the last couple of weeks, and we're just trying to continue to solidify that relationship, pitcher to catcher, and just go out there with the best plan that we can every day.
Mike Ashmore? On the flip side of the deadline question, seeing a lot of guys who you came up with getting moved to other organizations, just from a human standpoint, how difficult was that to see?
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, a lot of those guys are great players and even better people. So a lot of guys who are great clubhouse guys, great friends, moving on to another team, but it's a great opportunity for them to go and advance in another organization. So I'm happy for them, but also sad to see them go.
Julian?
So I'll go back to the Volpe household. Do you have any funny or unique stories or anything that Anthony does off the field that stands out about his work ethic?
He's just very competitive in everything he does. We play on the off days a torpedo game in the pool, and it gets pretty heated sometimes when we go back and forth, so it's a lot of fun.
Alex?
Austin, during this hitting streak, I mean, is there anything at the plate that was bothering you early in the season that you've just kind of worked out and gotten in a groove with that's helped you lately? Or?
It wasn't anything like mechanically or anything. It was just really not getting myself out, to be honest. Swinging at my pitch and my counts and trying to limit the damage that I do against myself, really. So I've just been able to stay more in my zone and do damage with the pitches that are in the zone. So.
We're good? One more, Corey?
One
Corey
more.
got the last one.
Yeah. So just in terms of obviously your relationship with Volpe and all that stuff, is there anything that you guys like kind of say each other to get each other motivated? If you have say you had a home run or say he's not playing too well and all that stuff, do you guys have any kind of advice you guys give each other usually?
I think our relationship works well because sometimes all it takes is just a look and we know like, okay, I got to pick it up, or nice job. Like it's just kind of, we have that relationship where we can just kind of feed off each other and we're very open, like not afraid to say anything to each other. So it's just very beneficial to have us like kind of in the same spot because we can just continue to push each other up. And there's never really a negative connotation in anything we do. So it's just great being with him and him being able to hold me accountable, me being able to hold him accountable too.
One more question for a reporter I sent to me. I wasn't here. What was the biggest adjustment for you from single A to double A, IA to double A?
I'd say in general it was just getting my feet back from being hurt. Like really, it's a lot of the same guys that we've been playing against. So just playing in new stadiums and getting your depth perception locked in. That's about it, really.